Well, the challenge has been made after calls for an investigation by lawmakers that could lead to impeachment proceedings.
And calls for an investigation by the Legislative Office of Fiscal Transparency. State Superintendent Ryan Walters makes his own call, saying let's skip that part.
We do not need to wait on a loft committee. We do not need to wait on an investigation. It is time to start the proceedings immediately.
News 4's Dylan Brown is at the Capitol tonight.
And Dylan Walters is calling this a clear political attack against him.
Yes, he is, Kevin Jolene. So that investigation will begin, but that's a long process. We won't know any findings for quite some time in regards to that. But in June, Loft did end up finding misused funds left on the table. Now, Democrats and Republicans have called what Superintendent Walters did here today plain politics.
The Speaker wants to impeach me for political advantage in the 2026 governor's race. So then let's start the impeachment proceedings.
Ryan Walters calls for an impeachment inquiry to begin immediately, focused on himself. The unexpected announcement coming one day after the Legislative Office of Fiscal Transparency announced they'll investigate spending concerns at OSDE.
We do not need to wait on a loft committee. We do not need to wait on an investigation. It is time to start the proceedings immediately.
Walters was asked about spending concerns piling up in recent days.
At the last Loft meeting, you admitted that $1.4 million in federal grants were left unused on the table. Are you saying that's not true?
This is a fake controversy.
Dozens of lawmakers have signed a letter pushing for an investigation into a possible impeachment. Superintendent Walters says two men want to sideline him from future political office, though.
These are political lies from the Speaker and Mark McBride.
Despite the fact both men are Republicans, Walters says he's being attacked by the left.
You call superintendents clowns, you call teachers leftists, Marxists, communists. Do you think that could have something to do with the fact that representatives and people are saying this stuff?
I won every election because we listen to Oklahoma parents.
If there is funding missed or misappropriations or anything, would you step down?
Look, there's no misappropriation of funds.
House Speaker Charles McCall saying he won't break the will of the people, that they will investigate, stating, while Superintendent Walters may desire a path toward his own impeachment, my focus is firmly on the Loft investigation into the Oklahoma State Department of Education. And my advice to Superintendent Walters is to prioritize getting resources to Oklahoma's schools and improving our state's education rankings rather than engaging in political theatrics. And as we left, we tried asking more questions.
Hey, Superintendent Walters, I actually want to talk to you. I'm with K4.
I just did.
We've met before. I know.
No.
I'm sorry,
You guys have left us out.
There's a reason for that.
Yes, we have valid reports. Why are you leaving K4 out of everything?
We're done.
I want to get answers.
Now, OSD has not gotten back to me on that specifically. We also reached out to McBride's office, and we're waiting to hear back from him as well. Kevin?
Good job reporting down there, Dylan. Thank you very much. And essentially, from what I understand, Ryan Walters is correct. I talked to former longtime State Attorney General Drew Edmondson this afternoon. He told me there actually doesn't need to be an investigation before impeachment resolution is introduced in the House, as long as the issues involved are well known among House members, although there sounds like there might be an investigation conducted in this case. If articles of impeachment are passed by a simple majority in the House, it then goes to a Senate trial where it will take a 2/3 majority vote to convict to actually remove Walters from office.